We have to travel light, and we have to stay packed, just in case. If there's one thing we have enough of, it's weaponry. What we need more of is food, warm clothes, and medicine. Ben-Rime. She's the one thing in my life that hasn't changed in the past decade. Ben-Rime?
So, child, did you find that person you were looking for last evening?
What? Oh, no, No.
What's the matter? You seem distracted.
I'm okay, Ben-Rime.
All right. Well, the day is getting on. If there's anything you need, come see me.
Actually, Ben-Rime, there is something. I'm confused.
About what, child?
I'm not sure what to do, and I would appreciate your advice.
I see. Well, child, I'll do the best I can, though I'm no wise woman. What's wrong?
I think something's going on, something potentially bad. Something involving the balance between the twin worlds.
Ah. Does this have anything to do with that nice young woman from Stark? Zoe, was it?
It may. It does, but I can't tell you all the details. I don't even understand what's going on. I'm just worried that I might be involved somehow.
I see, and you would prefer not to be involved.
I've done my share for the balance, and I have more pressing concerns. People depend on me.
Yes, they do, but that is no excuse.
I'm not looking for excuses. I'm looking for answers. I need to know what I'm supposed to do this time.
Such answers aren't always easy to come by, April. Often we have to rely on faith alone to carry us through. Still, I understand that you want something more concrete than that, April. Very well. Here's my advice. You must speak with the guardian of the balance.
I've thought the same thing, but it's impossible. I can't shift anymore, and even if I could, the Guardian's realm is closed to me.
Maybe so, and maybe not. There is someone out there who might be able to help you.
Who?
An old friend of yours. The White of the Drake kin. The White Dragon.
You're right. If anyone can help me contact the Guardian, it's her. But I don't know where she is. She vanished just after she was born.
You are April Ryan. I'm certain that someone in this city can help you locate her. Have faith in yourself, and in the balance.
I had faith once, Ben-Rime. Look where it got me. What's left of the person I used to be?
I still see the same girl who walked through that door a decade past.
I'm not her anymore. I don't even remember what she was like. Now I'm just...
Well, I'll be damned. April bloody Ryan. I can't believe it.
Who? Brian? Brian Westhouse?
The very same. God damn, I can't believe it's you. How the hell are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you? You're looking pretty good for someone I thought was dead.
Well, likewise. I mean, I knew you survived the Tyrant invasion and the events that followed, but then... nothing.
I've been traveling. You?
The same. I've been back to Mercuria a few times, but I've never stayed long. Oh, I reckon the invasion got me thinking about how much I hadn't seen and experienced. Besides, my head was stuck in the bottle, so time was ripe for a change of pace. And a change of pace I got. I've been to the four corners of the world. Quite literally.
So what are you doing at the Journeyman?
Just revisiting old haunts. And hoping to score a cup of Ben-Rime's mulled wine, of course. How about yourself?
Same thing. I'm in the city for only a few days.
Well, even more fortuitous that we bumped into each other then.
So you've been traveling for the past decade?
I have, and I intend to keep traveling for the next decade or two, as long as I have my health. This world is fascinating.
You look so much better since the last time I met you. Younger, healthier, happier.
I do feel fantastic. I was bitter and angry back then, angry at myself at being stuck in this world. Now I don't see Arcadia as a prison anymore. I see it as an opportunity to grow and learn and experience. I'd forgotten why I crossed the divide in the first place. I wanted to go where few had gone, where there were still untrodden paths. Losing my home, being forced to run, it was certainly an awakening, and one I sorely needed.
Speaking of coincidences, maybe you can help me with something.
Absolutely. What do you need?
There's something going on, something that may be affecting both worlds.
Why, Ms. Ryan, you seem to get drawn into these things every time. Can you be any more specific?
It's more a feeling than anything else, so I need to confirm my suspicions. Or, preferably, disprove them. I need to speak with the Guardian.
Who better to tell you if anything's happening with the balance? So, why not just shift there?
I can't. I've lost the power to shift. But it was never that easy to get to the Guardian's realm in the first place. So to find the Guardian, I need a little help from someone else. The White Dragon.
Oh, yes. I'd imagine she could give you some pointers.
The problem is I don't know where to find her. She could be anywhere.
Not so. I may know where to find her. I met a fellow traveler, a Dolmari from the Rose Court, actually, on a ship from Gien to Irhad not long ago. He told me he'd been to the Dark People's Library. Not many people are allowed there, and it was a great privilege. While he was there, however, he said that he was introduced to a pale, white-haired woman who introduced herself as the White of the Dryken. Now, I don't know if she's still there or how you'll get to the Dark People's City, but it should at least get you on the right path.
It does. Thank you, Brian. This is very helpful. It was good seeing you again. Are you staying long?
Another week, perhaps. Enough time to visit friends and to pick up some things that I can't get elsewhere in this world. Then it's off to sea again. I've been thinking about heading east, perhaps convincing a whale rider to take me along on a hunt.
Sounds exciting. Take care, Brian.
And you, Ms. Ryan? April. Now, I have business with the innkeeper. So, how about it, Benrime? Do you have a cup or four of your mulled wine to spare for an old drunkard?
As I remember at Westhouse, you still owe me money on your tab from before the war.
My God, you have the memory of a stickman. Miss Selman, I've honestly missed this place. Hell, you're probably right. I owed a lot of people money back then. Seeing as I'm still a bit short on cash, you'll have to add this to my tab. But I'm coming into some gold tomorrow. Old debts repaid, so I'll settle it then.
That'll be the day the Azadi decide to just up and leave. Money first. Mulled wine after.
You're a tough woman, and I respect that. I have to tell you about this tavern I visited in a town near Altaban.
Brian Westhouse, looking younger and healthier than he did 10 years ago.
I hope to see you again soon, Ms. Ryan. Best of luck to you.
I don't understand how anyone could talk badly about the Azadi. I think the Azadi are brilliant.
It's just a child. There are soldiers everywhere. The Azadi think that will protect them against terrorist threat? They're mistaken. The Azadi have brought their steam technology to Mercuria, and now everyone's installing these noisy machines. Balance knows what these things actually do. Sooner or... I don't know him.
What can steam technology do for you? The question you should be asking is, what can it do? And the answer is, nothing.
He's Dolmari, and therefore he has to live inside the walls of the magic ghetto, or he'll be arrested.
Conditions in the ghetto aren't bad, all things considered. We got food and water, and there's medicine and herbs for everyone. What we don't have is freedom.
You don't see a lot of Zid in Marcuria these days.
Old Town's getting too crowded. It just wasn't built to house so many people.
Potions, herbs, curiously shaped cookies, everything a wizard, witch, or warlock may require, using only the finest organic ingredients, elguan bladders, rat tails, dung.
They've kept the blue flame burning here in Old Town
Visit
for 1,000 years,
spells
apparently.
and filters
It didn't even
for
go out when the
premium
tyrant held
quality
the city.
potions, magical ingredients, and made to
There
order
used to be
charge.
thousands of Dolmari in Marcuria. Nowadays, you'll only find them in Old Town, and there are few left.
What do the Azadi want from us? Why have they stuck us in here? We haven't done anything to them, and we can't help who we are.
Curiously shaped cookies.
He's Zid. There are fewer and fewer of them around these days. Most have left the city and gone east.
Old Town's not a bad place to be. If only the Azadi would leave us be, like they promised they would.
Wait, that man. He looks very familiar. Why am I thinking of moving stairways? Good God, Roper Clax.
At your service, milady. What may I do for... Wait. I know you. Where do I know you from? April. April Ryan.
Oh, well...
How lovely to see you.
Say what?
It's been too long, my dear. Too long.
Yeah. I guess it's been... long.
What have you been up to?
This and that.
How lovely. Me? I'm rehabilitated.
Rehabilitated? How so?
Being soundly walloped by you was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
Oh, yes. It gave me perspective, time to think. When I finally escaped that confounding device, I joined WWWA. Wicked Witches and Warlocks Anonymous. It's a marvelous support group for wizarding professionals.
Oh.
Oh, it helped tremendously to find others who shared my affliction.
Affliction?
A desire for evil deeds and world domination, your basic, EDWD syndrome.
I see. And now?
Cured! I'm free of my desire to conquer and control, and I'm happy to be a simple merchant and published author.
I guess that's a good thing.
It is. It is indeed. So, April Ryan, is there anything I can do to help repay what you did for me?
How did you get out of that calculator I trapped you in?
I had to learn advanced trigonometry. After that, it was as easy as multiplying the root of pi with the volume of my mathematical prison.
Oh, that sounds pretty complicated.
It took me 5 years, but I gained some important personal skills in the process. I even had time to write a book, so it was all for the best.
You said something about being an author?
I published one. I wrote my memoirs a few years ago. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax.
What's the F stand for?
Nothing. It just looked better on the cover. Anyway, as it turned out, the first and only print run had a slight problem. A small charm made its way onto page 108. When readers got to that page, the book, as misfortune would have it, exploded.
And you had nothing to do with that.
Me? Absolutely not. I've been acquitted of all charges, and every single lawsuit has been dismissed in the magical court. I'm quite innocent. It does mean, however, that only one copy of Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax exists, and that would be mine. I've decharmed it, and page 108 is quite safe to read now, if you're interested.
Not really, no. I actually do need some help.
That's great! Anything to assist the woman who turned my life around.
I'm looking for a way to get to the city of the Dark People.
Visiting old friends, I take it? Your adventures are the stuff of legends, April Ryan. By the way, did you ever read that pamphlet they published? The one with the amusing drawings? April Rye Bread and the Rod of Joy?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'll never forget that illustration where the Dolmari lady takes the Rod of Joy and sticks it right...
Anyway, about the Dark People City.
Ah, yes. What do you plan on doing there?
I need to visit their library.
The library? Indeed. They are collectors, these Dark People. They collect all sorts of knowledge, arcane, forbidden knowledge. Anyway, as luck would have it, there's a shadow ship docked down in the harbor right now. I'm sure they'll let the famous April Ryan, I'm sure they will give you passage to their city.
That's perfect, thank you. How do I get to the Dark People's library again?
Oh, there's a shadow ship docked in Shady Quay. Be your charming self, and I'm sure they will give you passage to their city.
Thanks.
At your service, milady. If you ever need a potion or a charm, visit Roper's Spells and Philtres.
Here in Old Town, you can still get herbs and potions that the Azadi have outlawed. They raid the market from time to time, but people are getting good at hiding their merchandise. The Azadi will probably replace this well with one of their machines soon enough.
Crabs! Got 2 crabs left, fresh and tasty. Crabs for dinner. Come get 'em! Last call for fresh fish today. Last call!
Spice up your life! Best spices in Marcuria!
Nothing much happens around here. Once in a while, a magical tries to leave the ghetto without permission, but that's about it.
Coldstone Gate's still closed, citizen. You'll have to take the long way round.
Cold Stone Gate. That tunnel leads to the West City. The Azadi are keeping a tight rein on the traffic. They're afraid of terrorist actions.
Magical ingredients and made-to-order charms.
The Delmari have had it especially tough after the Azadi came, seeing how integrated they were in Markurian society.
I'm only in town for a short visit. I will not stay long. I am better off back home.
You don't see a lot of humans in the ghetto these days. I wonder if he's an Azadi spy.
The Dark People are amazing. They're collectors, and they have a great library containing every book ever written.
The captain. He looks a bit too relaxed, seeing as there are still supplies left to be loaded. How are things going?
Most of the supplies are on board. We're missing a few crates of grains and vegetables, a delivery of potions, and some other bits and pieces.
Good. Don't linger too long.
The paperwork's already being processed by the Azadi. Those fools. If only they knew what...
Shh! Not here. I don't think it's a good idea to tempt fate.
I didn't think you believed in that spiritual claptrap, Raven. Fate? Ha! We make our own destiny.
Still, better to be on the safe side. You don't foresee any problems, then?
Everything's in order. This ship's going to the islands. At least according to all the properly stamped and perfectly forged documents.
I'll rest easy only when you've reached safe harbor.
Don't fret. You'll rest easy soon enough.
A Samare. I thought they didn't like the ocean. Maybe she's curious. A Samare. It's one of the dark people. A dark person. He's probably a shadow god. The captain of that shadow ship. I seek passage to your city. I wish to visit the library.
We are here to trade and to collect. We do not take on passengers.
A long time ago, I sailed on one of your ships, and I met one of your people. He called me a wave.
Not many of your kind would lay claim to such a title.
I'm not laying claim to anything. I'm just telling you what he told me.
If you were a wave, we would grant you passage. But all I see is a human.
One of the dark people. I'd like to ask for passage again.
We do not take on passengers.
I'll pay you good money for passage.
We do not crave money, human.
Then what do you want?
We are here to find new additions to our library. Someday it will be complete, and we can sleep. Until then, we travel, and we collect.
Everything a wizard, witch, or warlock may require. April Ryan, what can I do for you?
Would you be interested in parting with that book of yours?
Oh, I don't know. It's the last remaining copy, you know. All the other copies spontaneously combusted.
I'm aware of that, but I need something to get me passage on that shadow ship down in Shady Quay.
You believe my book would help with that?
Maybe. The Dark People collect books, and yours is quite unique. Isn't that so?
It is. It is.
Wouldn't you consider it an honor to have your first published novel become a part of the greatest library in Arcadia?
I would. I would indeed. Wait, I have it right here. I carry it with me always. There you go. Treat it with care. Don't let it get wet. Don't feed it red meat. And for the love of the balance, do not hold it upside down when there's a full moon. Oh, never again shall I glance upon the top 10 reasons why you should not build a flying castle on page 42 and smile knowingly.
But think about it. Thousands of people will get to enjoy your unique outlook on life. Your book will be part of something much, much greater.
You're right. Of course, you're right. Go on, take it away, or I shall become emotional, and when a wizard weeps, the whole world weeps with him. Oh, the humanity, the humanity.
This is the only remaining copy of Clax's novel, and if I'm lucky, it won't blow up in my hands. It's one of the Dark People. A dark person. He's probably a shadow god. The captain of... You collect books, isn't that right?
We collect all that is written and recorded. Books, scrolls, stones, crystals, history, poetry, journals, stories. From the first word to someday, the last. Until our collection is complete, we will continue to travel, to trade, and to collect.
I guess the last existing copy of a rare book would be pretty important to you.
It would be, unless we already possess it.
You don't. Not this one. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Rupert F. Clax.
I will speak with my brothers at the library. This is a book we do not have. We need it for our library. Will you part with it?
For a price. I need to get to your city.
Show me the book, so that I can see for myself. Very well, human. This book is of value to us. We will grant you passage on our shadow ship.
Thank you. When do we leave?
Very soon. We await only the last deliveries from our suppliers. Step aboard.
You sure you don't want anything to eat? I can order in.
I'm not very hungry. Thanks, though.
All right. Some coffee? Tea?
No, thanks.
I have, whiskey.
I'm fine, Damien. Really.
All right.
So, what do you think?
I think you shouldn't believe a word of what that man told you. He was trying to get inside your head. There's no proof that anything's happened to Reza.
I hope you're right. If I've come this far and it turns out Reza's...
Stop it. There's nothing to be gained from imagining the worst. He must be very important to you. Reza, I mean.
He is. Reza was my best friend for so long, and I was totally in love with him. When that feeling went away, I don't love him any less, but it's different now. I don't know what's going on with me. I've lost faith. Not just in him, in everything. School, my friends, my hobbies, my future, Reza. Nothing seems to matter that much anymore. And that's why, when Reza went missing, I knew I had to go after him. Not just because he's my friend, and not just because I love him, but because if I didn't, then who would I be? What would I be? I may not like the Zoe I'm turning into, but I would have hated the Zoe who just abandoned her best friend like that. So, yes, he's very important to me. Of course. And right now, more than anything in the world, I want him to be okay.
So, that man?
The one in the garden. He acted like he's behind the whole thing, like he controls Whattycorp.
I've heard rumours, but I've never actually believed. I think his name is Alvin Peets.
Peets? The guy who founded Watty?
He'd be several hundred years old, but in a way, it still makes sense. It's a sort of urban water cooler legend. Whatever happened to Alvin Peets? No one knows, but there are lots of theories. Some say they've heard he's been kept alive by machines, and that he still controls Whattycorp. It's the kind of thing you have a good laugh at.
He wasn't just hooked up to a machine, Damien. He looked like he was a machine. At least partly so. And he was just... evil. Sad, pathetic and hateful. He claimed that we were stealing his senses. I think he was actually afraid of me.
From what you told me earlier, it sounds like he's completely dependent on the wire. The static must be scaring the hell out of him. If he needs the wire to see and hear, he's completely lost without it.
I just don't feel safe anymore. He knew who I was. He's been inside Reza's dreams. He has spies everywhere. Cameras, bots.
Don't worry, Zoe. He won't find you here, I promise. I'll check around tomorrow, see if I can dig up any information on Peets. You must be tired. I'm keeping you up.
I'm sorry. I'm just... Yeah, I am quite tired. I guess I should find a hotel and figure out what to do next. Thanks for the clothes, Damien.
Hey, no, there's no need to find a hotel. You can stay here. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, I can sleep on the floor.
Oh, you really don't have to.
I know, but you've been through a lot, and you're helping me out, so the least I can do is let you sleep in my bed. That didn't come out right. You know what I mean.
Thanks, Damien. If you're okay with me staying here, I will.
Okay, so, let me get the bed ready for you.
That's okay. I can...
Yeah. Well, I guess you can give me a hand.
Okay. Yes. Great.
By the way, if I'm gone when you wake up tomorrow, don't be alarmed. I have to be at the office quite early.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be fine. I'll just stay here.
Good. Let me find you a sheet and a cover.
This is it, Apostle. The Empire's greatest achievement east of Sadir. A monument to our might and to our faith.
Even in Sadir, there is nothing that can compare to this. Why was it built so tall?
You're asking the wrong man. I don't question the infinite wisdom of the Six. I have absolute faith in their decisions.
Of course, as do we all.
Go right inside, Apostle. The emissary is expecting you.
I am expected in the emissary's office. I should go inside.
Apostle Alvane, welcome to Mercuria. Please, join me. We are honored to have you visit us. I trust your journey was comfortable.
It was, Mistress. This is an impressive edifice.
The construction is almost complete. We will soon celebrate the inauguration of a permanent Azadi seat in the Northlands. The Six will travel all the way from Sadir to be here for that momentous occasion. But I bore you. You already know this. So, Apostle, I understand that you have been sent here to bring the word of the goddess to the Scorpion.
I have. He's responsible for the death of many trueborn here in the north.
Indeed. And I surmise the Six no longer have faith that we will find him and kill him ourselves.
I am only here to assist in your efforts, Mistress. I do not intend to challenge the authority and expertise of your commanders.
I see. Well, we should be grateful that an apostle will lend his sword to the task. These terrorists, they have become more than a nuisance. They stand in the way of technological progress and spiritual enlightenment. They are only making it worse for the people they claim to protect. After all, we wish only for these heathens to be bathed in the purifying light of the goddess and to receive passage to paradise. Instead, those bothersome few make life miserable for everyone. They seek liberty and democracy, but what we have given them is so much greater than that. Without us, they would not even have the city. We have given them peace, prosperity, and progress. What more could they ask for?
Yes, Mistress.
So where do you intend to start looking? If you wish, I can lend you the services of my men.
Thank you, Emissary. I will require only a few men, but not yet. I have a few leads to follow first.
Just do what you must to stamp out the fire before it spreads too wide. I will have no more delays to the construction of the tower. Our schedule must be upheld, or there will be grave consequences for everyone.
I will do everything in my power to bring the Scorpion to justice, Mistress.
Good. You may leave me, Apostle. I will see you again soon.
Commander Vamon.
Apostle Alvane. What's brought you out of your sanctuary?
A mission.
A mission? I see. It must be quite a mission for the Council to have sent you all the way from Sadir. After all, it's not like we don't already have many fine officers and agents here in Mercuria. So, who do they want you to kill this time? Anyone I should know about?
My mission is a matter of confidence between myself and the Emissary, Commander.
Don't insult me, Alvane. I have the emissary's ear and our utmost confidence. We're not in Sadir. Things are done differently here.
Commander.
Forgive me, Mistress. Did I speak out of order?
The Apostle is here at the behest of the Six. We would do well to treat him with respect.
Of course. And he's most welcome to our little outpost of the Empire.
He was just leaving. Thank you, Apostle. May the light of the goddess illuminate your path.
Thank you, Emissary. Commander.
Apostle. Mistress, you sent for me.
What do you make of this Alvane? You served with him in Sadir, did you not?
I did, Mistress. Alvane is a brilliant swordsman and a loyal servant to the Six.
Spare me your politics, Commander. We are alone.
I don't trust him. He's risen through the ranks much too quickly. He has connections.
Someone inside the Sixth Circle holds his hand.
I believe so. His skill with the sword is better than adequate. But his standing in the court is unprecedented for a man of his caste.
Yes. He is young, is he not?
Too young. And he has no family, no blood.
Ah. Now I see why you dislike him so much.
My pardons, Mistress. But his lineage is not all that I distrust. He has strange friends, and his virtuousness is galling. Why this sudden interest in Apostle Alvane?
The Six have sent him here without consulting me, which is worrying. I wonder what this could possibly mean. Also, the Apostle appears soft-hearted. He has never been this far from home. If he begins to empathize with these heathens...
I understand. What would you have me do?
I want to have him followed. Make sure he does not get distracted from his mission.
As you wish, Mistress.
That is all, Commander. You may go.
Thank you, Mistress. The Apostle will never stray far from my sight. I can assure you of that.
You honor us with your presence. Your wave has crossed many oceans and carried our vessels far abroad.
Thank you. So you know who I am? The Shadow Guy didn't.
It is curious. We share a common memory, and our thoughts are as one. He should have known. Maybe he was simply confused. Maybe his eyes were blinded. Maybe.
That's fine. I'm here now. So this is your fabled city. It's stunning.
It is one city. It never ceases to move. It flows at the will of the cosmos, at the mercy of waves and currents. You have come to see the white of the kin.
Yes, that's right. Why is she here, with you?
It is not for us to know the mind of the Draic kin. You may ask her that question yourself. Come. She is in the library. Come. We are resting. Follow me.
These trees reach deep underwater, probably much, much further down than they reach up. There's no glass in those windows. It's a magical force field. There are texts in every language and on every kind of material. Stone tablets, woven cloth, parchments, inscribed crystals, but mostly books. I've never been able to distinguish one dark person from another. And I'm not even sure it's possible. Someone's been reading. A lot.
This is our library.
It's enormous.
It is as ancient as we are, as old as the first civilization. We have collected every word ever written. There is no other library like it.
And you've only collected what others have written?
We do not create. We collect, we record, and we store. It is left for others to trap words between sheets of paper. We do not often allow visitors into our city, but if you have a purpose here, then you are welcome.
I guess I have a purpose, though I'm not sure what it is yet.
The greater the purpose, the harder it is to understand and to accept. I shall go to the White of the Kin and tell her that you are here. The library is yours to peruse in the meantime.
Someone's been reading. A lot. Crow? Is that really you?
Hello, April. How nice to see you again. Thanks ever so much for leaving me hanging dry on that mountain path. 8 bloody years ago!
How have you been?
You mean for the past, I don't know, 8 years?
I know. I'm sorry. Let's try and get past that, okay? At least for the time being.
And that time just happens to be 8 years? All right, okay, fine. I'll be a good fowl and pretend everything's just peachy.
Thank you, Crow. So what in the name of the balance are you doing here?
I'm on a journey of inner discovery.
A journey of... Never mind. It's good to see you, Crow. It's been too long.
Yeah, you know... No, for crying out loud!
I'm really happy to see you, too. Honestly.
Who said anything about being happy to see you? I'm just relieved you're alive. And don't think I'm not angry at you, or that I've forgiven you, because I am and I haven't.
I know. So what's new with...
Sister, you look tired.
Thanks.
Nice to see you too. You've changed since the last time I saw you.
That's because I have this human body. Do you like it?
It's hard to miss. Why are you in human form?
It's a disguise. I'm in exile. Someone hunts the kin. That's why I'm here. And why I'm wearing this skin. It's tight and uncomfortable, but it conceals me. And it makes some humans look at me with admiration.
Why do you call me sister?
We're bound by threads that weave through time and space, by words that create and destroy, and by kinship stronger than blood.
I don't know what that means. It's been troubling me for so long. Are you saying that I'm a dragon?
There were only 4, and now there's only 1. No, you're not dry kin, sister.
Then what does it mean?
I can't explain. It's not in my vocabulary to explain, and this narrow mouth can't articulate the words. We have history, but more than history connects us.
I can never get a straight answer out of anyone in this world. Wait, you're being hunted? By whom?
I don't know. Shadows and ghosts. I think the others are gone, and I'm worried.
All of them? I know the 2 dragons in Stark are gone, but what about the old one? The blue of the kin?
He's silent. They're all silent. I can't feel them anymore. They've ceased to be, and I'm alone.
Is it the Azadi?
Who are the Azadi? Oh, yes. The humans you've taken up arms against to forget yourself. No, this enemy isn't mortal.
You have no idea who this enemy is who hunts you?
I feel it searching with dark eyes, reaching out for me with sharp talons. It wants to eat me up.
But why? Why would anyone want to kill the Dryad kin?
So that there's nothing left to challenge it. So that it can run free amongst mortals. So that it can devour, undisturbed. But don't worry about me. I'm safe here. It can't touch me now.
I came here looking for answers. I need to speak with the Guardian.
You have questions for him?
Yes, about my future, I guess.
You want to know if you're free from responsibility. Free to live your life. It's what all humans crave, isn't it? Freedom. And I understand why now. This body is so constricting, so small, so fragile. Soft and beautiful and pleasurable, but a prison for the soul.
How did you know what I planned to ask the Guardian?
Your worries weigh you down, big sister. Your heart's heavy, and your mind's a maelstrom. It pulls at me and everyone around you. You're unable to shift.
Yeah, I've lost that ability.
It's not something you can lose. Maybe you've just forgotten how.
Well, it doesn't work anymore, and even if it did, I can't just open a shift into the Guardian's realm.
Really? Why's that?
Because that's not how it goes. I could shift between Stark and Arcadia, but it was a hell of a lot more difficult to go to that place.
Everything's changed, and everything's still changing. But you're right, you can't do it on your own. This one needs to help you.
What? Me?
What could he possibly do?
Thanks, April. I'm right here. Some respect, please.
Like all living things, he has a purpose. This is his purpose, or at least part of it. He's an important bird. I can help you open a shift, sister, but it can't be done without him. He must go with you.
I'm not agreeing to anything unless someone tells me what the heck I'm supposed to be doing.
You only need to be here, funny bird. You'll be fine. Close your eyes, April.
What?
Close your eyes. Don't argue. I get impatient.
Fine. My eyes are closed. What now?
Nothing. You've opened up a passage between worlds. Do you see how easy it is?
What? How the hell did you do that?
I didn't do much. As I said, you can't lose your talents, but you can forget them. I helped you remember.
So I can shift again now?
No, not on your own. I don't know why. That's just the way it is. The portal will remain open on the other side, but it won't take you back here. It'll take you to Mercuria. Whatever answers the Guardian may have for you, and whatever your future holds, that's where you need to be.
That's probably true. Well, I appreciate all your help. Take care, okay? Stay here and stay in that disguise. It suits you.
This is the safest place. And there's so much knowledge here, so much wisdom. I never knew that the scribbled words of mortals could be so fascinating. Good luck, sister. Live well. You deserve it. You've earned it.
Come on, Crow.
I don't trust portals. They always lead to trouble.
Go on, little one, funny bird. She needs you now. More than ever.
Okay. Lucky for you, I have a soft spot for pretty ladies. Coming through.
Hey, you.
Hello. How are you doing?
Just peachy. I've, slept, read, slept some more. I've never been this tired in my life.
No wonder. You've been around the world and through the ringer. It's a miracle you're still standing.
I know. I keep surprising even myself. So, any news?
Definitely. We started receiving information from the worm. It's just a trickle, but enough to work on.
And?
Not good. I don't know what's happening yet, but it appears DreamNet is expanding onto the wire at an alarming rate. Also, the virus, if that's what it is increasing its grip on the Dream Core. Another week and Watty might not be in the driver's seat any longer.
Can't they just shut it down?
Maybe, but they won't do that now. They'd have to shut down the entire project, and if they wait, the window of opportunity is shrinking.
What else have you found out?
I've begun searching through the data coming into Dreamcore around the time the static started happening. With any luck, I might be able to get some coordinates.
Coordinates to what?
To where the intrusion originated, to who's behind it. If I can get that location, we might be able to stop the attack at the source. But it'll take another few days to download all that data. In the meantime, we'll just have to wait.
No, we can't just sit around and twiddle our thumbs. We need to do something.
Okay. What did you have in mind?
I should go back in.
Back in? Hey, no. That's not an option.
It is an option. You have a dreamer, right? And that drug...
Morpheus. Look, it's not safe. Pete's... He might find you.
He won't. He told me so himself. He couldn't get inside me. That's what frustrated him so much. My dreams were closed off to him. If I go back inside, I might be able to speak with that girl again, the one Pete's is so afraid of. And maybe she can help me get back to that place.
To Arcadia?
I know you don't believe me. I don't even know if I believe it myself, but...
It's not that I don't believe you, Zoe. It's just that I know how powerful the dreamer is. It can make anything seem real.
It wasn't a dream. I don't know what it was, but I was there. Somewhere else. Another world. And I need to go back.
It's too dangerous.
Look, Charlie said I never left the Fringe the first time I hooked up. I'll be right here. You can pull me out if anything happens. It could be the whole thing was just a dream. In that case, there's nothing to lose. And if it wasn't a dream, there's everything to be gained. Maybe April knows what's going on now. Maybe she's willing to help me. Maybe... Damien, please. It's the only lead we have right now. I don't want to sit here and wait. I want to do something. I want to stop Watty Corp.
I know. I just wish that I didn't have to sit here and watch you hook up to that thing.
I know. I've enjoyed staying here, Damien. With you. Getting to know you. You're someone I might want to get to know better.
Really? I feel the same way.
It's just that this is a strange time. I don't know where Reza is, or if he's even alive still. The world's going to hell. And now we're talking about hooking me up to a device that might send me to another world.
It's a bit out of the ordinary. I can see that.
So, I just wanted you to know that I like you. That I want to get closer to you. Just not right now.
Hey, that's okay. I feel...
So you don't forget?
Trust me, I won't. You're great, Zoe, and I...
Shut up.
Jeepers, this place has changed a lot. It used to scare the crap out of me, and now it's sort of fluffy, with an edge.
The Guardian's out there. I guess I should go alone.
I'm not arguing. Knock yourself out. I'll wait here. Unless that portal thingy starts closing, in which case it's bye-bye Guardian's realm. Hello, comfortable reality.
Don't worry, I'll be back soon.
Crow is the most loyal friend I have ever had.
Forget about asking me to come with you. I don't like those big pillars of light. They're never safe to be around.
I'm pleased to see you. Pleased and surprised.
I'm just as surprised as you are, Gordon. How have you been?
I don't know. This place. I'm both a part of it and apart from it. I'm no longer who I once was, though I remain who I once was. There is natural dichotomy to the balance. Positive and negative. Reality and dream. Being and unbeing.
Sounds confusing. I don't envy your role. You're standing in the middle of a very busy intersection.
I don't know any other way to be anymore. I remember, but my memories feel like they belong to someone else. So, April, you have come to me with questions.
I didn't know where else to turn. Something's going on with the Twin Worlds, and I need to know what you know.
You're right. Something touches the balance between the Twin Worlds. Dreams. Threads that weave through the divide. But the balance remains undisturbed. Dreams have always passed between the world of Stark and the world of Arcadia. That is how the worlds stay connected. How magic and science remain inextricably tied to each other. The laws of nature, of the universe, are stronger than the artifice of the divide.
So it's not something dangerous?
I don't know, April. There are forces far stronger than the balance at play here. Dreams make up the fabric of cosmos. Yet my responsibility lies solely with the channeling of energies between Stark and Arcadia, between science and magic.
And you don't know anything about these dreams?
I know this. Your role in these events has come to an end. You are not the one who will set things right this time.
I'm not. Who will?
That's not for me to see. Your fate has always been tied to the balance, April. I see where our paths intersect. I can't see into the dreaming.
The dreaming? What's that?
The place where everything begins. You, me, this realm, the twin worlds, time, matter, cosmos, everything. It all begins in the dreaming.
You're being obtuse. You know I hate it when people are being obtuse.
I'm sorry. I don't know any more than that. But you don't have to carry the burden on your shoulders this time around, April. You're free. Go live your life. Let the past go.
That's easy for you to say. There's meaning to your existence. Me? I wasn't who I thought I was. I honestly have no idea who I am anymore. Everyone kept telling me I was important, that I was needed. Then one day I wasn't. I was just lost. So don't tell me I'm free. Don't tell me to go live my life. You don't know. You have a purpose.
We all do, April. You just haven't found yours yet. But this isn't it. Let it go.
Okay, done. I'm officially letting this one go. There's nothing more you can tell me?
Only what I sense. Dreams are passing from Stark to Arcadia, but not the other way around. A slow trickle that may grow to a torrent. But this does not concern the balance, and so it does not concern me.
I guess that's good news. Thank you. By the way, I like what you've done with the place.
Thank you. Safe journeys, April.
Come on, Crow. Let's go.
So, did you find what you were looking for?
I did.
Good. I love happy endings. Another adventure complete. Well played, partner. Time to go back and gorge ourselves on roast geepa and ice ale.
You drink ice ale? I thought you didn't like alcohol.
I've acquired a taste for it. And I like being drunk and not having to take responsibility for my actions.
That's always a plus.
Don't worry about the drug. It won't harm you. It's a mild sedative and hallucinogenic. It'll help you sleep and dream.
I'm not a big fan of drugs.
Me neither. but for the time being, the Dreamer requires it. We were working on it. This won't hurt at all.
I feel drowsy already.
Hold on, I'll get the Dreamer.
I'm so sleepy.
I know. You'll be fast asleep in less than a minute.
Damien?
Yeah, Zoe?
Don't leave me.
I won't. I'll be right here when you come back.
What did you say? Again. I need to find the girl. You! I found her. I found April Ryan, but...
You must save her!
I don't know... Who are you? What are you?
You must save her, Zoe. Please!
But I don't know what to do. She's fine. She doesn't need to be saved.
Find April Ryan. Save her!
Just give me your worst, Zardy.
Your goddess can't help you here. You're far from your holy city, Zardy. Don't think it ends with this.
Please, no, don't hurt me, please.
Answer my questions, and I might spare your life.
I'll tell you anything you want. Just don't hurt me.
I want to know about the one they call the Scorpion.
The Scorpion? That's just a legend.
A legend that has murdered hundreds of my people.
Hey, look, I don't know anything. I haven't hurt nobody. I'm just repeating what I've been told. I want to help you, I really do, but if you want to find this Scorpion of yours, you'll need to ask someone else, okay?
Tell me everything you know about the rebels.
I'm just an honest businessman. I don't know anything about...
Your life is hanging by a very thin thread.
All right. So I've had some dealings with certain people, but it's just business. Herbs, roots, potions, medicines, that's all. No weapons.
Do you know how to get in touch with these customers of yours?
If I tell you, they'll have me killed for sure. These are not the kind of people you mess around with.
Neither am I. If you refuse to cooperate, I'll string you up and put a knife to your belly until either you spill your guts or your guts spill to the ground.
Look, I have no quarrel with you or your people. I'll tell you anything you want, anything at all.
Apostle, there's a message for you.
What?
They've caught a rebel witch. She was using magic and she resisted arrest. They've got her locked up in Friar's Keep.
Where is that?
On the east side of the city. I can escort you, Apostle.
No, I will find it. I should go immediately. Maybe this witch has had dealings with the Scorpion. Take care of this one, soldier. He has valuable information that he's very generously agreed to share with us. Bring him to the tower and wait for me.
Sir!
He will escort the traitor to the tower. I must go to this prison immediately to question the witch they captured. What a despicable creature. All that I have been told about these magicals is true. They are filthy, traitorous, and soulless. That creature, I have never seen its like in Sadir. It must be native to these Northlands. What's a human doing here in the ghetto? Maybe he's a rebel sympathizer.
I can show you my book if you like, sir. It's not been banned.
For premium quality potions.
This is magic. I'm sure of it. Still, it feels warm enough. He looks deceptively human, but he's not. He's just a magical.
Sir.
Visit Roper's Spells and Filtress.
That is an animal, not a thinking, feeling person. It cannot be. Our teachings are clear on that matter. Her skin is blue, but otherwise she looks like a woman.
Just leave us be. We haven't done you or your people any harm.
And made to order charms.
This thing, she is obviously female. A woman. Her features may not be human, but she is attractive.
You'd all rather wish we'd just disappear, wouldn't you?
Magical ingredients and made to order charms.
It looks like a creature, half human, half animal. It is surely not the will of the goddess to have such a thing mingle with trueborn.
I thought you people never ventured in here alone.
I don't quite see how these creatures can be dangerous to us, but I must put my trust in what I have been taught.
Get your maritime accessories, eh? Everything any discerning seafarer could covet. Potions, herbs, curiously
Watch it,
shaped
boy.
cookies.
I can't believe you're still being held up. The supply should have left the city 2 days ago, and you with them.
Without proper authorization, there is no way for our vessel to leave harbor. If we do anything to awake suspicion...
I know, Chuan. It's just frustrating. The plan was for you to be halfway up the river already.
We leave this afternoon. Everything is in order now. The soldiers will not delay us any further.
I hope you're right. Everyone's waiting for the medicines and the...
April! That girl, Zoe, I saw her. She's been taken by the Azadi.
What? Where?
To that place you told me about. Friar's Keep. Isn't that where the Azadi torture rebels? Why did they bring her there? Do you think she's going to tell on us?
I don't think so. What would she tell them? She doesn't know anything about us.
We need to help her. She has no one else.
I know. You don't have to tell me. You two get ready to leave. You can't delay the boat any longer.
What? You must be joking. When are you going to let us go on a mission again?
You already have a mission, Bryn. A very important one. If you don't bring the supplies back to the swamp, people will die. I'll see you at home, guys. Safe journey, and guard those supplies well.
Why is she being like this?
Because she has much on her mind.
I know, but she's always had a lot on her mind, and she hasn't been this way before. There's something going on that she's not telling us. I'm sure of it.
It is no business of ours. And she is right. We already have a mission. Come. We need to go to the harbor. The paperwork may have been cleared by now, and we must not delay the boat any further.
One moment.
I am here to...
Please, a moment. Pardon me, the dust here isn't any good for my lungs. Yes, may I help you?
I represent the tower. I am told you have a prisoner.
We don't use that word here. They are our guests, until your people come to pick them up.
I wish to speak with this prisoner.
So I see. Am I to understand that you have all the paperwork in order?
The emissary insists that I should speak with your prisoner. Now.
Well, I will never understand this blatant disregard of a proper bureaucratic process, but as you wish. Guard, if you please. There she is, all ready to be interviewed.
I shall be alone with her.
I beg your pardon? No, that's not how things are done here. Local laws apply, and they are abundantly clear. During interrogations, an independent body must be present to ensure the legality of said process. And I am that independent body.
The tower shall hear of this.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Carry on.
I represent the tower.
Who?
The tower. The supreme authority of the Azadi Empire in the Northlands. I am Apostle Alvane, personal envoy of the Six.
I don't know what any of that is. I don't know anything. I haven't done anything.
She keeps saying that. She's a bit whiny, this one.
Do not interrupt, please. You stand accused of being a spy. You will be transported to Sadir, our capital, at our earliest convenience, where you will be tried as a spy.
I'm not a spy.
Then what are you? A witch? You were spotted practicing magic.
I wasn't practicing anything. I just landed in a very inconvenient spot.
3 soldiers saw you materialize out of thin air in the middle of the marketplace. If you're not a witch, then how did you do that?
Someone else sent me here to Marcuria. I'm from the south. I'm not a spy, and I'm not a witch.
I see. I believe you. I will speak with the warden, and maybe he will let you go. That is all I can do.
You're just going to leave me here?
This is not my jurisdiction. I'm sorry.
I take it she'll be loaded onto the next airship bound for Sadir, yes?
I don't think she is a spy, or a witch.
Well, does your opinion make a difference? Guilty or not, they all go across the sea to be tried, do they not?
I think she should be released.
No. That's quite impossible. She's been left in my care, and in my care she shall remain, until she's sent off to Sadir. Those are the laws. And here in Friar's Keep, we follow the laws to the letter. I'm afraid I can't release her simply because you think she's innocent.
I shall bring this matter to the tower's attention.
And so you shall. Good day, then. My best to the tower and your mistress.
Even though the prison is run by the City Watch, we keep one of our own posted here at all times. After all, these are our prisoners.
The City Watch operates this facility, but it's used exclusively for prisoners awaiting transport to Sadir.
The warden of this prison. He is a true example of why women should be the ones in positions of power. They look sturdy. They are built from a strange material that I have not seen before. It appears that someone lives here. How tragic. For a so-called civilized society to allow its citizens to be without permanent shelter. Pardon me, mistress.
Yes?
My apologies, mistress. I'm not familiar with this city and I seek a place to get a hot meal nearby.
Well, there's a couple of really good taverns inside Old Town. I mean the ghetto. There's this place up on Burrow Crook called the Riverwood Tavern that serves the best roasted geepa in town. It's worth checking out. And if you head further up that way and you're in the mood for a good ale, the journey Actually, no. Forget that. It's closed.
I appreciate your help. Pardon, mistress. Do I know you from somewhere? You are familiar to me.
I don't think so. Who are you?
I'm Kian Alvane. I'm an Azadi apostle. I just arrived in the city.
Why are you telling me this?
Honestly, mistress, I'm not certain. It seemed the right thing to do. Perhaps I simply wanted to speak with someone who is not Azadi, to find out what you truly think of my people.
What I think of your people? I find you, Azadi, arrogant and full of yourselves. You believe you have a right to impose your politics and religion on others. And you actually have the audacity to believe that we should be grateful for that.
Your honesty is refreshing, mistress, though I do not agree with your views.
It's not a question of agreeing or disagreeing. It's a question of facts. You invaded our lands, you imposed yourselves on us.
We delivered you from a brutal and deadly enemy. We liberated your city. We fed your hungry and housed your homeless. We made your land safe again. Without us, you would not be here. Without us, your people would be scattered, broken, dead. Your cities would be in ruins and your temples burned to the ground. We have only done what we know to be right. We wish only for you to walk in the light of our goddess, to hear her word and to know her love. Tell me, mistress, how have we wronged you? How have we imposed on you with our charity and goodwill?
Charity and goodwill? Is that what they call a military occupation these days? Don't mistake gratitude for love, Azadi. A lot of people were grateful that you liberated Marcuria from the Tyrant hordes. Others are grateful for what you've brought with you: technology, airships, exotic goods, increased trade. And your soldiers, they've made the Northlands safe against our enemies, and Marcuria's streets secure to walk at night, as long as you're human, of course. I'm embarrassed to say there are even those who are happy you've rounded up all the non-humans and stuck them in a ghetto. So sure, there are those who are grateful and those who have gained a lot from your presence here. As for the silent majority, well, who wants to rock the boat when there's food on the table, a roof over your head, and a job to pay the bills? But ask those who are no longer allowed to speak their minds, to walk the streets, or to practice their religion. What do you think they'll say? Ask a Sentinel Minstrum, if you can find one, what they felt when you leveled their holiest shrine to the ground to make room for your tower. Ask those who've had their homes raided and destroyed because they weren't born human, because they practiced magic, or because they didn't worship your goddess. Ask the Dolmari or the Zid about being forced to relocate and live inside the walls of the ghetto while they await an uncertain fate. Do you think they will sing your praises? Do you think they've bought into the whole charity and goodwill song and dance? You came here under the pretense of liberating us. But instead, you've imprisoned us. You've taken our sovereignty and you've taken our faith. You're even trying to take our individuality away. You want to make us into you. It won't work. In the end, people won't stand for it. If you hadn't come to our lands, we might still be homeless, hunted, hungry, but we'd be free. And freedom, Azadi. Freedom is worth a lot more than you will ever know.
You have strong feelings regarding this matter.
Strong feelings? I shouldn't be talking to you. I have to go.
Wait. I still feel that I know you from somewhere.
That's impossible. We're from very different worlds in more ways than you can possibly imagine.
Maybe I could learn about your world, and you about mine. I believe you have misjudged our intentions, but you speak with such passion and conviction. It would be wrong of me to simply dismiss you. Perhaps you could show me this ghetto from your perspective and explain to me how your people have suffered under our rule.
You don't understand. It's impossible. And it's too late. We can't come to an understanding. We're enemies.
How can we be enemies when we have just met?
I really have to go. Good luck finding a place to eat. You really should try the Riverwood Tavern in Old Town.
Crabbend used to be a lively neighborhood, but all the non-humans have been forcibly moved to Old Town and the streets completely deserted. Someone lives here, no doubt driven out of their home by the Azadi.